Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the dreaded Haggard podcast. Today we are here with a very special guest, my lovely smoking hot wife, Lady Turin. And we're going to be casting Total War Warhammer or Warhammer Fantasy. So basically, we're just going to be looking through Warhammer Fantasy characters and talking about what actors we would think would be good. So yeah, thanks for joining. How you doing? Even though we just talked right before this.
I'm alive, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, she's doing good. So a couple ground rules for this video. We're not going to be talking so much about characters. Maybe some exceptions for like goblins and things like that, but generally like Skaven, Beastmen, Greenskins, Grimgore. I mean, you got Ron Perlman here on screen. You can just put him for pretty much all those characters. Hellboy, and I think that's fair.
Maybe we could think of somebody who could play Grimgore. Who wouldn't be Ron Perlman.
Yeah, Ron Perlman would be a good Grimgore though, not like physically, because although he's a pretty big guy. I mean, does it actually have their like heights and specs here? So yeah, we'll be using IMDb to go through all of this, but I don't think it says like his height. But
well, see full bio.
Oh, full bio. Okay, where is this?
Here.
Like, where's that damn button? Okay, he's like
5'11".
Yeah.
I thought he was like 6'5", honestly.
Yeah. Well, all the characters he plays are always these like giant hulking beasts and demons and devils or he's playing
other ugly people.
Yeah, just all the creature-ish folk.
Oh my god! Remember that medieval movie? What was the name of it? The where they were dragging that witch.
Yeah, that's the Season of the Witch. That's with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman's in that, I think.
He is. Yeah, he is. He's playing one of those knights, and I think eventually he starts taking pity on the witch, and then he gets bamboozled in the end.
Yeah, we were. I saw that movie right when it came out. Italian Spartacus, and I saw it in theaters actually.
Oh yeah.
Like back when we were in college. Yeah.
Talk about a sausage party.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, that's kind of the ground rules. Ron Perlman can represent any creature that is not going to be done by a humanoid here. So we'll move forward now, and we're going to be starting with Bretonnia. So for Bretonnia, we'll go with the king. King Lewin is going to be the first topic of discussion, and you actually had a really good one the other day when we were talking about this.
Yeah, I had a little revelation. One of my favorite actors names Luke Evans.
Let's pull this bad boy up.
Yeah, he grows the absolutely on point stash. Sorry, my needler is creaking.
Oh, you're fine. It always does.
Well, I'm just going to say that you're farting.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Luke Evans I think would be a really good Lewin. I mean, I didn't have anyone. I remember I kind of hit a wall on this, but...
Well, I think he looks like him. He has the same like angular face structure, and generally he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
So.
He'd be a really good French king. I mean, and he's really experienced in this genre as well. Like, if you look through his roles...
Oh, he was so good in Kill List. Like, Chef's Kiss.
It's called Kill List?
Yes.
Is that like an action? I don't think I've seen that.
No, it's like a psychological horror movie, unless I mixed up the titles, but I'm pretty sure it's called Kill List.
Yeah, he works a lot in fantasy and horror and like those type of genres.
Yeah, like, wasn't he in that Dracula movie?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Dracula Awakening. I mean, if we look at the rest of his roles here, he played Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. That's pretty funny. Yeah, looking down here, I mean, I think earlier, he was in The Hobbit. That's right, he played Bard. Yeah. I forgot about that. I liked his character. I mean, though I didn't like the Hobbit movies that much, I thought he was pretty good in those movies. Yeah, but I think this is a really good choice for King Lewin. And so our official group pick here, I don't have anyone to really contest this with. We may have different opinions and we can like debate it, but here I think Luke Evans would be great. And she gives me the evil eye. And he's probably about the appropriate age, more or less, right?
Wait, 1979. So he's
yeah, I don't know how
like
old.
9 years older than you were.
Yeah, well, I was born in '88. Yeah, so yeah, so he's close to 40 there. But
my math is on point.
I know I'm terrible at math, so you'll have to compensate. Yeah, I think Luke Evans is a great choice.
Calculator.
I think he's a great choice. But now, next, we'll move on to the next choice. We got Luke Evans for King Lewin. Rapunzel. So she's got, like, you remember the bowl cut?
Yeah,
she's the Joan of Arc, basically.
Well, it's not even about the bowl cut. Man, there are so many actresses.
It's a hard one. I can't...
That could potentially play... You know who would be great playing her?
See, this is why you're here, because I have no idea.
Joey's friend Laura.
Yeah, but no, we gotta have an actor.
Okay, what about remember that really silly horror movie that we saw some time ago about those three chicks being in this weird cult, and there was Johnny Knoxville as the father, the priest?
I can't remember that.
Well, yeah, but the main girl, I'm pretty sure she would do well as Rapunzel, and they could give her a bowl cut.
All you need is the bowl cut.
Yes.
Is it Knoxville? Is that how he spells it?
Yeah.
We'll be able to pull up the movie from here. All right, so it was like some horror movie, right? Oh, there's another Jackass movie coming out? Damn.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. That'd be fun. Oh my god.
Oh wait, it's not even... Oh, it's a writer. Go to actor.
Yes. Okay, those are his writing credits. Okay, so actor.
Yeah, it's
Was it Above Suspicion?
It's no, With Someone's Darkness. So see,
and then which actress?
Yeah, Alexandra Daddario. That's her name.
You think she'd be? Yeah, she could be a decent Rapunzel.
Give her a bowl cut. I mean, honestly, you could get Italian Spartacus, give him a bowl cut, and he would fit.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, but I think she has those like blue doughy eyes, but I'm sure she can pull off some Joan of Arc.
Let me think if I can think of anyone else too before we go forward. I mean that's a tricky one. I mean, there's got to be some actors who would be really good for this too. Like who's a more? I think like Rapunzel is more of like a. Yeah, this lady's about my age actually. She's older than me, 34.
Okay.
Yeah, Rapunzel's probably in that age as well. Who played Joan of Arc in the original movie?
Mila Jovovich.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. It was awful.
And the movie was bad?
Like
I don't 99% really remember.
Of her movies.
Dude, I still enjoy those Resident Evil movies.
Well, I mean, maybe she could pull it off again. Jesus, that creak's really bad.
It's fine. No worries. Don't think about it. Mila Jovovich?
Yeah.
How do you spell her last name?
Jojo.
Okay, that's it right there, right?
No, that's Jovanovic.
Oh, okay.
She's here. Jovovich.
She could be a Rapunzel. I mean...
Yeah, she could be.
I think she would be better than the one we just looked at.
Well, I was just aiming mostly at the age. I mean, she's...
And she's definitely got experience doing these type of movies. Like, if it was a Warhammer, like, she'd probably be more adept at playing, like, a fantasy character. Like, remember that? What was that movie? Yeah, she was in the last Hellboy, remember?
Yeah, she was that was really bad.
Yeah, she was
really bad.
She was in the last Hellboy. I think she'd probably be a better Rapunzel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So be it.
I think so. So we're gonna go. We've agreed. We're in unison here.
So be it.
So be it. Mila Jovovich shall play Rapunzel in the Warhammer Fantasy. So next we have Fae Enchantress.
That's.
But
no. That's no. I know what you thought about.
You can't put Cate Blanchett as every blonde like wizard like character.
But
you know.
I love her.
Yeah.
It's yeah. It's.
What about for Fae Enchantress though?
For Fae Enchantress, I mean, let's see.
Someone that's like very kind of ethereal with green eyes. I'm pretty sure she has green eyes. Fae Enchantress.
How about I hate that woman. It's just my personal dislike. But what about Amber Heard? She looks a little too vulgar.
No, I don't know about Well, for anyone who's wondering here,
that's her, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I'm not feeling that.
Okay, well, let's go Gwyneth Paltrow.
That could
she's more ethereal.
Well, Gwyneth Paltrow kind of does. I don't even know how to spell her name.
It's Gwyn.
Damn, you know. Yeah, she could be a decent Fae Enchantress. Pepper Potts from
from
I mean, if her hair was longer and they gave her some green eyes or something. I think Fae Enchantress has green eyes, but yeah, she's definitely better than Amber Heard here. And
yeah, well, I'm not a fan of Amber Heard at all. So.
Well, Gwyneth Paltrow could be good.
Okay.
I mean, let's think about it for a minute longer here. Who are some other? I mean, I'm sure all of you guys in chat are gonna have so many good suggestions. But...
That's why I wanted you to give me some time to prepare, because now we look like
it's fun to. It's more fun doing it off the cuff.
A pair of Took of a Fool, you know.
No, it's better doing it off cuff, I think. Look at what it says: a tall, wafer thin, like a little wafer cookie.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's a funny description.
I could probably blow her off the orbit with one burp, you know.
Yeah, well, so Gwyneth Paltrow could be Fae Enchantress. Who are some other ones that you would dig?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, she can just.
Well, Fae Enchantress kind of has like a tall floating, and I bet you Gwyneth Paltrow is actually pretty tall, right?
Probably.
Where's
Seafold Bio.
Where is this? God, I'm so bad with technology. 5'9", that's pretty tall. Yeah,
that is pretty tall.
Yeah, I think that's a fair play. Gwyneth Paltrow for Fae Enchantress.
Okay.
That'd be pretty good.
That was my call, so we can agree.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, last minute kind of trying to think of actresses from fantasy and Lord of the Rings. You could have the woman who plays Eowyn.
Miranda Otto? Yeah. Yeah, although she has like... I don't think she's that ethereal.
Yeah, probably not as much. It's just our bias because we love Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll find a place for her.
Well, of course. I mean,
what other like? I'm trying to think of what other like big fantasy TV shows / movies like have these like actresses who may have played.
Okay, I have different plans for Lena Headey, or however you pronounce her name.
Oh yeah, Cersei.
Yeah. So no.
Mm-hmm. She would be a dark elf for sure.
Oh, I have plans. All
yeah,
right.
You get plans. Okay. I think we've nailed it. If we dwell too long on it, this will run like.
Boring.
I think Gwyneth Paltrow, it would make a decent Fey Enchantress.
All right, and she doesn't have to sell. We're engaging her. She doesn't have to sell candles smelling like her private parts anymore.
Yeah, we're golden there. So next we'll do. So Alberic, he's always wearing a helmet, but he is kind of a cool character, Bretonia. I think I have one. Like we can instantly just
Okay.
So in Mandalorian, you never see the guy's face. So just throw in Pedro Pascal, give him the correct accent, call it a day. But yeah, in Mandalorian, he plays like the faceless character.
Yeah. Well, he was amazing in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
too,
But yeah, like so characters that are wearing like masks or like don't really have a super distinct voice because Alberic's is kind of more generic. Like we might just skip over those for the record. So I think that covers Bretonia. Next we'll actually do, and yeah, for Beastmen again, we're probably gonna just say Ron Perlman for all of those.
Yes.
Dark Elves. So Dark Elves,
yes.
We have Marathi, Malekith, Malice Darkblade, and the Crone Hellebron. So we'll start with Marathi, your favorite. So
no, obviously, well, that has to be Lena Headey.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce her last name?
Headey, yeah. Headey, I think, yeah.
So yeah, look at her like haircut that she normally rolls with, and as Cersei, she was perfect. So we got the personality, and then in the new Judge Dredd movie, she was the
Mama.
Yeah, she was she was the main villain, and she had like the perfect look in there. Short hair, but she could definitely pull it off.
I think she'd be a good Marathi. I'm trying to think, like in terms of acting ability too, like she'd pull it off really well. Because there might be other actresses who look more like Marathi. I think there are, because she's not like super pale.
Well,
Marathi is like ghost white.
Okay, well, that's called makeup.
Yeah, that's called special effects. Yeah. She would look pretty trippy though, with like a really gaunt. That would like, because you know her natural look is more like. Okay, well,
my other idea was Kate Beckinsale, but I feel like she's not. She does look a lot like Marathi.
I think she pulls off the look more.
But she's not a very good actress.
Yeah, but Marathi isn't like a super dynamic character. She's like, scheme my son back. You know, she's not like, you don't need great acting range to play Marathi, I feel.
I say Lena.
That's hard, yeah. Is there any other characters who Lena would be better at?
Every female character?
Like any wood elves? I mean, there's not too many representations in the Empire.
I mean, if there was Ariel in the game, then I would probably offer Lena to play her. Just give her a huge, like red hair wig. Yeah.
So you say
grass hair.
So you would say Lena Headey, and we can have ones where you don't like 100% agree. But I think your other suggestion was like more Marathi-esque. Okay. Like seeing Kate in Underworld, like she has more of that like gaunt, really pale look that I think would be, and I think she could pull it like look-wise. Like, because even if someone is a really good actor, we've seen that, right? Like in shows where they have a good actor, but if it doesn't look the part, like as it is in the books, you're kind of like, like. Yeah. Lena does not look like a dark elf, really. So,
well, we can agree to disagree, because I'm not letting Lena go.
Well, the funny thing is you'll probably end up using her somewhere else, but yeah, here's Kate Beckinsale, guys. So Lady Turn's gonna say Lena Headey. I'm gonna go with Kate here. I think that would be like a more Marathi-esque look. Yeah. Myself. Yeah. So now we have Malekith. I mean, yeah, he's got like a mask on, but like, I think he's got like a strong enough personality and voice that we could like, talk about it in some way. Whoever
voiced Sauron.
Yeah. Malekith, let's see. That's a tricky one. I mean, okay, so he's like a tall, who could be a good Malekith? Like, so let's assume Malekith like pre like burning too, but also post. Could be the actor who plays Loki in Avengers.
Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah.
No.
Because he's tall, but he's not like a small guy. He's like, he has an elvish build.
Well, he does, but I feel like Malekith is much more alpha Chad, and Tom Hiddleston is kind of like a delicate dude. Yeah. Like he doesn't have the alpha stance.
Yeah, I mean Malekith isn't really a trickster. He's more of like a brutal tyrant. So I guess like that's just an idea. But aside from that, like some other characters, pulling from MCU is always good. Yeah, Malekith's voice is super gravelly also, but that's mainly because of the suit and the burning. Like I'm pretty sure he had like a normal like elvish voice before all that. I really do think Tom could be okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
So if you guys are wondering, Tom Hiddleston.
Like tyrant.
Yeah, here's Tom Hiddleston right here. He could be like, he's got like a tall, sleek kind of figure, and Malekith isn't like jacked. He's like, if you look at him in his midnight armor, like he's pretty like.
Yeah, and
Tom's 6'1". He's almost 6'2".
Yeah, he did play in a fantastic vampire-themed movie. I think it was called Only Lovers Left Alive. Yeah. And yeah, okay, if he drew from that movie, I could see that happen. But you know what? Wouldn't Tom be better as Malice?
Probably.
because Malice has that like really triangular face and really like strong.
I think I have some better ideas for Malice Darkblade though. Yeah, I think Tom Hiddleston would be a fine Malekith. Is there anyone else? I mean, we have you can always just go through the Avengers cast to really iron those out.
You know what? There is this guy in a TV show that I used to watch. Now it's gonna be embarrassing because it's like
it's public.
Yeah, like a young adult show.
We could get the guy from Twilight.
Get up.
I'm actually excited to see him in the Batman though. That trailer looked really badass. Like I think he's gonna nail it because the thing about Robert Pattinson is like, yeah, he has like all that kind of baggage and stereotypes from Twilight, but I actually think he's a really good actor in a lot of movies he does. He's been really solid. Just my opinion, of course.
There are taints you cannot watch.
I think you wash that off. I would do for that amount of money. Like, come on, I would dress up like a fucking vampire werewolf, and Now
you're gonna get demonetized.
No, it's fine. For that amount, I would do it for sure.
Well, so coming back to what I was saying before you interrupted me, what was his name? He doesn't have quite the looks of a dark elf, but in the show he kind of leaned into like this, bad guy almost, leather jackets, dark long hair. So the show is called Witches of East End.
Witches of East End?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to the cast. Yeah, Daniel DiTomasso. That was the guy.
Okay.
So, that's how he looked in the show.
Does he have like a really like powerful voice?
I think so. I think his voice was pretty low. I might be wrong, but I think it was.
And I would normally play the clips for you guys, but if I do that, it'll shut down the video on YouTube if I play clips from these shows.
Well, he does have the facial structure, though.
Well, Malekith is going to be like masked pretty much the whole time.
Well, yeah, but that mask reflects the gaunt kind of angular face, right?
Yeah, he's got like the green eyes as well. He's probably just like super pale with like green eyes. I'm pretty sure that's like Malekith's actual look. But yeah, I mean, I think this guy could be fine. I think Tom Hiddleston could be fine, somewhere in that like ballpark of like a tall, angular type character. It's a hard one though, because like the masked characters, without like seeing what they really look like, I think they're really challenging. So
yeah.
Next we'll go to Malice Darkblade.
Well, and that's a little bit of a problem because I honestly cannot think of, unless we recast Luke Evans and shave his stash, because he has a very like long triangular face. But yeah, that's why I would choose Tom Hiddleston and like really get the special effects to work.
He could be pretty good. I'm trying to think of like other actors that are like less known. Who has played? We got to get Hugh Jackman in here for someone too. But yeah, he would definitely play like a more like Empire-esque character, I think.
Who?
Hugh Jackman. I'm trying to.
Oh no! Come on.
Yeah, but he can't be.
Hugh Jackman completely.
For Malice, we need like more of a Severus Snape looking guy, like someone who's got that like raven black hair and like that type of look.
Well, you can always put on a wig.
Yeah, but I think it's cool if it's like a natural, like, because if
can you think of somebody who has raven black hair and extremely pale face?
It could be Henry Cavill. No, Henry Cavill has to be Karl Franz. That's already decided. Yeah, for Malice Darkblade, that's an interesting one. Who is a character like similar to Malice in like television, or like film? Trying to think of like Star Trek as well, like going through like my list of repertoire of like Star Trek characters and all that.
Honey, I don't even remember what show I watched last time. So.
I know. It's tough times. Yeah, Malice Darkblade. Okay, so kind of a dual personality. I mean, obviously you could go with someone like Nick Cage, but Nicolas Cage has to be Luther Harkin. When we'll get to that eventually. But for Malice Darkblade, that's a tricky one.
It is.
Let's dwell on this for a second. So we could look at. Oh no, but Malice isn't like ugly looking, because if we go to
He's just
if we go to Lord of the Rings, I mean, this is always a great place too if you're looking for like fantasy characters, like looking through the casting here. There's a character who plays Grima Wormtongue who actually like has that kind of.
I have a better idea. The guy who played the Elven King in
Thranduil.
Yes.
Oh, will that come up? No,
it won't.
I got to search Hobbit.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. He could play so many of the elves.
Yes, but like obviously you would give him a totally different vibe, right?
So he's not appeering on the main list here.
Because you're probably misspelling something.
No, he's got to be here somewhere. Yes,
Lee
Pace.
Yeah, he even has dark hair.
He'd be good. He'd be a good Thranduil for sure. I mean, not good Thranduil. He is a good Thranduil. He would be a good.
Malice.
Is this him? Yeah, that's his face. Okay, it just looks so different without the blonde hair. But if we see him in Lord of the Rings here, obviously you can see like, yeah, he'd be a good Malice. Like give him black hair instead of this, and like,
Well, even Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom could be Malice.
Well, we can save Orlando for something.
All right,
else.
so I think you nailed it. I think Lee Pace is going to be our Malice Darkblade. I think he'd be good. Yeah, he's got that like elvish look, and Thranduil, at least in the Hobbit movies, is kind of a dick. So it fits Malice because Malice is kind of like Malice is pompous, arrogant, cruel. Like, many characteristics which we saw from Thranduil, at least in the Hobbit movies. I'm not saying it's like that in the books per se, but yeah, I think it's good. So now we got Crone Hellebron. So now you get to work with like a little bit of an older demographic here.
Glenn Close.
Okay, I can see this. Glenn Close.
I absolutely adore.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
She's
or actress.
Incredible.
Yeah. She's the daughter of so and so and so and so. That could be good. I'm trying to think of someone else in that like age range that would be a contender, but that's certainly a very good inclusion here. Someone with a bit more of a perhaps a sleek face could also be something as well. Who's the woman who plays Spider-Man's mom in the new Spider-Man movies?
Mom or the aunt?
His aunt who takes care of him.
Well, that lady is pretty young.
Well, let's see. Marissa Tomei. She was born in 1964, so she's like almost my mom's age.
But it's a crone. It's not a MILF. It's a crone.
Okay, so we're going to crone then. All right, so Glenn Close.
Yes.
What about? Oh my God, Sigourney Weaver. That would actually.
Well, that Sigourney is gonna win my heart every
Sigourney
time.
Weaver could definitely nail it.
Yeah, what couldn't she?
Yeah, she's great. All right, so I think we can settle on Sigourney Weaver for the Crone Hellebron.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair play. Okay.
Yes.
So next, I think we covered all the Dark Elves. If we look, yeah, I mean, Lokiri's got a mask on, whatever. We're gonna stick more to characters that we can actually cast. Malekith took us forever because it's so hard to deduce that. So I think we covered all the Dark Elves. Next, we're gonna go on to the Dwarves. So for the Dwarves, John Rhys Davies will 100% play Ungrim Ironfist. Because they he looks just like Gimli. It would be like the perfect casting. So we can move on to the next one. Thorgrim is going to be the old bear from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember his first name. It's been a while since I've read the book.
Old Bear Mormont.
He's the old bear Mormont. We'll find. I originally did a casting video 3 years ago, and he was there. Oh, Rory McCann's another really good one. The Hound.
Yeah, the Hound is great.
We got to mix him in somehow.
We will. We'll get there.
So what is that actor's name? So Joan of Arc. He's in the Joan of Arc movie too. Yeah? From 1999. Yeah. Okay. So
I remember the movie was bad, but I remember him being there.
Is this it? No, this isn't it. Is it? Yeah, it is. That's Mila Jovovich, right?
Yeah.
Okay. John Malkovich is in that movie? I don't remember it being that bad, was it?
It was.
Is he? Oh no, he's in Braveheart, isn't he? That's what he's in. This guy. Braveheart's another place to pull great characters too. If you guys are looking for casting ideas there. And just remember, Lady Turner and I went into this with no preparation. We're just winging it.
Yeah.
Is it Alan Tull? Oh no, it's James Cosmo. Nailed it. I knew it. This guy is the perfect Thorgrim. Like if you just gave him some like practical effects, put him in like a throne and like the crown and James Cosmo, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
So next we have Bellagar. Bellagar is like pretty similar looking to like Thorgrim, and he always has his mask on, so it's kind of hard to tell what he actually looks like. So
yeah, between the helmet and the beard, there isn't like much space to maneuver.
Well, who are some like badass older actors, right? That like have that like look about them. Oh, there's so many choices. Because yeah, the mask thing makes it so hard because like we can't really get a good look at his face. Like Gran Brindle. Oh yeah, we got to do Gran Brindle too.
Yeah.
So we'll stay on Bellagar for now. We can even like look through some of the Braveheart actors.
Are we including dead actors too?
Yeah, anyone is fine. Oh, and we could do in The Hobbit, they have all the actors who play dwarves.
Yeah.
You could have like Bale.
I wanted to propose Christopher Lee for Gran Brindle.
No, he's too lean and wizard looking.
Well,
no way.
That's where special effects come in.
No. His voice would be like he has to play like a chaos necromancer.
He has an extremely deep voice.
Christopher Lee would be like some sort of evil necromancer wizard. Like there's a famous character named Van Horseman who's like this Tzeentchian, like he would be like someone like that, or Heinrich Kemmler. Heinrich Kemmler is like perfect for him.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I can see.
So we could get. Well, this guy actually could be kind of cool. Graham McTavish. So he plays that like super jacked dwarf in The Hobbit. And like he's a Scottish television actor, so he's got the Scottish thing going for him, which means like, he's ready to be cast as a dwarf. He could be good. Like you could cast him as Bellagar, right? Bellagar is kind of like a badass, vengeful dwarf.
What about Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges, holy shit. Jeff Bridges.
Well, I can't think of anybody more badass in that age range.
Yeah, I think Jeff Bridges would be a better Gran Brindle.
Yeah.
So let's go for Graham McTavish here.
Okay.
For Bellagar. And then for Gran Brindle, we could do, oh my god, Jeff Bridges. There's probably so many like...
He's so majestic. I mean, look at him.
He's pretty epic.
And he can totally do the crazy eyes and...
Yeah, he'd look insane, and his beard can grow pretty solid.
Yeah.
And he's got like long hair. Yeah, Jeff Bridges for Gran Brindle. I think so. I mean, there's other older actors we could use, but I think he's so fun. Like, he would be great to watch. And he really can look insane and like act it up, so...
Yeah.
So I think that covers the dwarves for the most part. Let's go back to the game real quick and look. Yes, we got Thorgrim, we got Ungrim, we got Gran Brindle, but we got Bellagar. What about Gotrek? We got to do Gotrek. Gotrek would be another one who Rhys Davies could play.
How about that Irish fighter that you like so much?
Conor McGregor?
Yes.
No, that wouldn't work. I think the actor who plays he needs to be like very broad, very like kind of like. I thought about the guy from American Gods who plays the the redheaded guy who plays the leprechaun, but he doesn't really have that look because
he's tall, definitely, and I think a redhead, but he's not like grungy enough.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that, gotta go do battle.
Oh, you know who you could do that would be really badass would be the guy from Breaking Bad, not Walter White, but his brother-in-law. Like if you gave him like a beard and everything. Hold on. Dean Norris. So he's like, he played The Thing.
Oh yeah, that guy.
If you gave him like an epic beard and like dyed all his hair.
Yeah.
And like, because he played The Thing in the Fantastic Four as well, so he's used to playing those like, and he's a bulky like stocky guy too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Dean Norris would be fun.
Okay, I can see that.
Could he do? His voice is so off though. That's my only thing. It's like Dean Norris doesn't have like that. Like his voice is more Midwestern than it is like a grumbling, deep, resounding dwarf.
Then I guess Ron Perlman will have to talk for
Ron
him.
Perlman could play Gotrek. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Dean Norris could be cool. I mean, Dean Norris would be a warrior priest. Like if you were having a warrior priest character, just cast this guy. He's like bald. Yeah. He's bald and he has that like imperial look to him. I think we can do better for Gotrek since he's such like, oh, Brian. Okay, we can solve this once and for all. No, we don't even need to like discuss this anymore. Brian Blessed.
Okay.
So it's done. It's done, guys. Brian Blessed he did the voice for Gotrek in Total War Warhammer.
Yeah.
And he also did it for the audiobook. And he is Gotrek's voice. And like, if you maybe, you know, found him in his younger years, he would look
back. 1936.
Yeah, this guy's a badass. Like, his voice is so dwarvish. Okay, Brian Blessed. Solved. Okay. Felix.
Orlando Bloom.
Okay, that could work.
I guess that could work.
Or Orlando Bloom for sure. I can see that.
Who else is like?
Well, a lot of the actors I would want to use for Felix are the ones I'm going to be using for Tyrion. You know, so it's kind of like I'm having trouble juggling that. But yeah, like the thing is
he's definitely a little bit younger than a
He is. Well, Orlando Bloom is not bad because the way Felix starts off as a character who's very like in over his head, you know?
Yeah.
And like also we've seen Orlando Bloom play a good friend to like a Gimli type dwarf already, and it was like the best relationship ever. I think we go Orlando Bloom for Felix. I think that'd be good. Right.
What about that guy? Oh my god. What about that guy? Remember our cringe pleasure, the Shannara Chronicles?
No. Oh no, I can't.
No, the meaty lips.
No. Orlando Bloom, like he already has the groundwork to have a comedic, funny companionship with the dwarf character. Yeah. He would nail that because like Gotrek is very 100%. Similar to Gimli, right? And like I mean, Gotrek's a little bit more brusque and kind of like, you know, adversarial, but I think that Orlando Bloom would be good for Felix. I mean, and he's played blonde characters. He can like grow his hair long and blonde. We've seen it, you know.
It was a wig.
Yeah, but like it looked fine on him.
Yeah.
It didn't look like unnatural.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. So the next faction we need to go to is going to be Empire. So we got Volkmar, Marcus. Okay, we could just go through them all. So Volkmar the Grim. Powerful mustache, powerful baldness.
Italian Spartacus?
No. Yeah, Ryan, yeah.
Well, damn.
Someone very stern looking, who's like pissed off looking all the time, but also can grow a mean mustache. We could get the guy from what's that movie called? The one where like the blue people fight the humans.
Avatar?
Yeah, Avatar.
The blue people fight somebody.
Oh no, that's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hold on.
Yeah.
Avatar. It's the blue people. So this guy, I'm actually a huge fan of this actor, Stephen Lang.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know about it.
He would be...
Okay, so you shave him.
You shave his head. He has like you give him a handlebar mustache. You shave his beard. I think he'd be a good Volkmar. And like he always, in a lot of his movies, like has played like militaristic. Like look at that.
Yeah, well, he was fantastic in what was that horror movie called? Don't Breathe.
Yeah, he was great.
Oh, he was great, and he had that military psycho background.
Like, look at him.
Know.
He's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do like him a lot. And that recent horror comedy that we watched with him was also pretty cool.
He's pretty like badass too.
Oh yeah.
He'd be a great Volkmar, Stephen Lang. I'm glad we nailed that one fast. So Karl Franz, this is going to be the quickest one. Henry. It's our boy Henry Cavill. It has to be. Look at him. He is Franz. Like he's got the same like alpha chin going on. He's got the facial dude. He's got the charisma.
Did you just call me dude?
No, it's an expression of excitement. But yeah, Henry Cavill, 100% is Franz. Let's move on.
Oh, Henry, if you're watching this, I challenge you to a Witcher Lord knowledge duel.
A Witcher duel. Yeah, it's got to be Henry Cavill. All right, so next we got... Oh, you're fine. Marcus Wolfhard, who I think would be played by Carl Urban.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Like, if you get Carl Urban with his look from The Boys...
Oh my god, that's so good.
He looks like Mark. Like, if you just, like, unstyle his hair and dye his hair, like, a different color... And he's good at playing those type of accents from that like part of the world. It's got to be Carl Urban. He'd be.
You better look like him when you're 45, or else I'm divorcing you and marrying Carl.
Yeah, he'll be like probably like 60 something by then. But yeah, Carl. This is Marcus Wolfhard. He has that like Marcus has that like kind of attitude about him too, and like you see it in the trailer and like.
Well, my only problem is very personal because I don't like Marcus Wolfhard's character for obvious reasons.
Sure. But look at this.
So, yeah.
I think we've settled that.
But I do love Carl Urban, so there is a moral conflict in me. But
he's the choice.
So be it.
He's the choice. Balthazar Gelt. So he's wearing a mask, but he deserves it. So I think.
Well, under the mask, he's probably like a mess of mangled, chemical burned flesh. So.
So we've done Volkmar, we've done Franz, we've done
Marcus.
We've done Marcus. For Gelt, we need to be someone who's like really good at giving like. Okay, so just for the apocalypse now. Like, there's a running joke with Gelt being like a Vietnam kind of a Robert Duvall. Oh my god, Robert Duvall could be Balthazar Gelt, although his voice is nowhere like similar to that. Marlon Brando would be Kurtz. It's hard to say. Under the Mask.
I mean, that's the problem with masked characters.
Because his voice is so echoey. You can't even pick up on the inflections because of the echo he has in his voice. So it's kind of hard to pick him. But, you know, just for the sake of the memes, we'll give it to Robert Duvall. He could be the colonel from... He could be this character.
So be it.
All right, Robert...
Why not young Michael Douglas, then?
Yeah. Young Robert Duvall shall be Gelt, and he shall give glorious speeches about traveling to Astalia. So, for the Empire, is that... We got Gelt, we got Marcus, we got Franz, Boris Todbringer. Pissed off. Ooh. All right, I know this one.
Okay.
So, but the Game Grumps guy, we just cast him.
Who?
So, there was like a running joke with hang on.
I should stop watching only horror movies because I don't have a big poll to draw from.
So we do Tom. This is he's from Yogscast. He's awesome. He streamed.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, you showed me that. That was fantastic. He deserves that.
He's perfect. Tom from Yogscast. We got you, man. You are our Boris Todbringer. So we've covered the Empire, darling. Now, Greenskins. We can cast Skarsnik and Grom the Paunch. I think. You want to play Skarsnik?
Yes.
So like Grimgor. Okay, Grimgor's Ron Perlman. We have Skarsnik and Grom the Paunch. Let's cast those guys.
Well, so you had a good idea for Grom.
Well, Danny DeVito, I think, is actually a better Grom the Paunch than he is a Skarsnik. Because Danny's got kind of the chubby face.
Yeah.
And like, if you, like the Penguin from the 90s he played, it's like Grom the Paunch, basically.
That was probably the most freakish thing. And I remember as a kid, as much as I kept rewatching all the Batmans, the Penguin was something I did not want to see.
When he eats the fish? That's disturbing, you know?
No, his hands was what stuck with me like really bad. So, yeah.
We can agree on Danny though, right?
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Skarsnik is your boy. So Lady Turn's favorite character is Skarsnik. I think you take the reins on this.
Yes.
More so? Like, do you have someone that would just be perfect for you?
Nobody but me.
You want to play Skarsnik?
Of course. Well, you're doubting my acting talent?
I can see you scheming and backstabbing and doing all that kind of good stuff, so it's perfect. So we have Danny DeVito as Grom the Paunch. We have Skarsnik as well. I'm not going to cast myself as Sigvald, even though looks-wise it probably could work with my long hair.
But you don't have.
But outside of ourselves, who would you cast as Skarsnik?
Oh boy, who has like really?
We need the pointed nose,
sharp features.
Yeah. And like someone who's really clever too, like witty. We need like a very witty actor for Skarsnik. Danny DeVito is funny because he's just like, kind of has that goblin-esque vibe about him. Mm-hmm. He the whole Troll Toll thing from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But oh my God, Armin Shimmerman, 100%. It's over. This guy. No, he is.
Okay.
He is the Ferengi. He plays Quark in Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Quark is a scheming, manipulative, like backstabbing character. He's got the right build. We've seen it with Quark. Quark is like goblin sized.
Yeah.
Armin Shimmerman all freaking day, and this guy's awesome too. I've seen him in interviews. See, look at this.
Yeah. I mean, Quark is great. As much as I hate you watching Star Trek 24/7 when I'm trying to read in bed, yes, Quark gets a pass.
He's perfect. I'm so glad. You see, this is Star Trek broadening their horizons. He would be perfect for. Oh my God!
Send yourself to outer space already.
We nailed that. Okay, so we're moving on from Greenskins. Next, we're gonna go to High Elves, which is gonna be pretty easy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be easy. For sure. So
Ilariel, who do you got?
Kate Blanchett, obviously.
Okay.
It's with C.
It's with Kate Blanchett.
But she was there though.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no question.
There's no question.
She's the Ever Queen.
Yes.
She nails it.
Absolutely.
Okay. What about? So we'll go through these ones quick. Kate Blanchett. I mean, that's just a shoe-in. Tyrion. I think we do Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. He is perfect. He has like.
He is.
He's perfect.
I do like him a lot. With a little bit of makeup, I'm sure he could like.
What's his name? Like Waldo or something? Or Waldo.
Waldo. Fine.
How do you say his name? What is his name?
Oh, no. Costa Waldo.
See? I was right.
Oh.
It's Waldo, look. Where's Waldo?
We found him.
We found Waldo. He's right here.
I'm like, I shouldn't be laughing so hard. It's such a lame joke.
It's such an American, ignorant mispronunciation, you know?
For real.
Here's Tyrion, settled, squared away.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones guy. Benedict Cumberbatch is going to play Teclis.
No question there.
Is he here? Oh, it's Benedict. I think it's like that.
Yes.
I loved Egg Benedict. They're so good. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is going to 100%.
Yeah.
He looks like him.
Absolutely.
He's got that like charismatic. He already plays a freaking wizard.
Charismatic, intellectual, smart.
He plays a wizard. He plays a wizard in freaking MCU. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Next we have, so we did Tyrion, we did Teclis, we did the twins, we did Ilariel. We have Eltharion. So that's very much like a Franz type character.
Well, yeah. So we need to get Henry to duplicate.
I know Henry could really be a great Eltharion too.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna cheat. Henry Cavill is gonna be CGI'd into two characters with slightly different features.
We could. Since you like Robert Pattinson as Batman, maybe he could be. He's a little bit too young looking still.
I think he's getting there.
But yeah,
he'd be a good Eltharion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I would normally choose Henry Cavill, but for the sake of having like different characters.
Well, Henry will be busy leading the Empire.
He's summoning the Electric Council.
Give the guy a break.
So yeah, Robert Pattinson, 100%.
Yeah.
He'd be good.
We would get rid of that,
the hair,
homeless guy kind of look. So
he'd be good. Yeah, Robert Pattinson's good. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who, Thomas Jane could actually be really good too. Before we finalize this, let's explore some other options. Is it, how does he spell his name? This guy, I think, could be good. Thomas Jane. Because he's got like a more of a warrior, like kind of warrior look to him. Or what about the guy from Insidious that you like? He'd be
Patrick
really good.
Wilson?
Yeah, Patrick Wilson. Because he was in Aquaman and he played the villain he played. Remember the king?
Yeah.
He was pretty like bad.
Well, I mean, he's in Insidious. He's in The Conjuring, The Conjuring is probably one of my favorite horror franchises.
I think Patrick Wilson might be a little better here.
Yeah, well, he does have a very high forehead and really big.
He's always wearing a helmet though, so.
Well, so that's where I was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely prefer him to Pattinson.
Well, I like Pattinson, but I think he's going to be better elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like I think
he's too young and too still baby face.
Pattinson would be like a really good vampire character.
Yeah, maybe we'll give him something.
Yeah, but I think Patrick Wilson would actually be a pretty good Eltharion.
Yeah, he has that piercing gaze. Yeah, and he can get pretty stern.
He's more the stern look, right?
Yeah. Well, you see, he gets stern a lot with all those ghosts that he needs to hunt.
And then we also on the subject of Batman, we have the Batman. The one who was in with Heath Ledger, and my brain's just totally out of it because I'm thinking of so many names right now. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, obviously.
Let's see how Christian Bale would look.
Shit, Christian Bale would actually make a better Malus.
Yeah, okay.
Because
retroactive, Christian Bale would be a great. Would he though? Yeah, he'd be a good Malus.
Shave his face completely like American Psycho. Like American Psycho smoothness.
Yeah.
And then dye his hair entirely. I mean, he has very dark brown hair by nature, so he gets the pale look, dark hair already. But you dye his hair entirely black, or give him a wig, whatever, and you get this
Yeah, I think Christian Bale would be a really good Malus.
Excellent playing Psychos. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, the dual personality thing would be easy for him. He could play the demon and himself.
Yes.
Okay, so we're retroactively Malus Darkblade. I don't even remember who we picked before. It was probably so poor. So we're gonna go with Christian Bale.
We put Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, Christian Bale would be better.
Absolutely.
So Christian Bale is Malus Darkblade, and Malus is actually a really important character too in the lore and whatnot. But Patrick Wilson is going to be our boy there with Eltharion the Grim.
Yes.
So now we have Elithanar, the Shadow King. Oh, Elithanar is played by the guy who plays Elrond. They're the same. They're so similar. Hugo Weaving, yeah. Because Hugo pulls off the grim elf really well. Because Eltharion is basically he lives in a land which is being occupied more or less by the dark elves, and they're resistance fighters, and he's super brutal and efficient. And like Hugo Weaving is played like a brutally efficient character in The Matrix with Agent Smith. Plus, he also like
he has Elrond going
like,
on
in the scenes where Hugo Weaving is fighting at Mount Doom. Like he's such like a badass looking elf in that situation. I think he'd be a really good Shadow King.
Okay.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving. Yeah, I think that's good for that. He's such a cool actor too. So I think we nailed all the high elves. Yeah. No, we got Imric. Imric is okay.
Can we just skip Imric?
So pretty boy, like long blonde, like Goldilocks kind of hair.
But also that
pompous. You need someone.
This like psycho face.
Yeah. Someone who's like pompous, who could play a pompous character really well. Yeah, Imric's a little bit tricky. So let's dwell on this one for a second. So if you look at like some other,
the Shannara guy.
Oh my god, the Shannara Crown. All right, we can get. I dislike Imric so much that we can.
That he gets the meaty lips.
He gets the Shannara Chronicles guy.
Yeah, Austin Butler.
That's so perfect.
Yes.
Oh my god, guys, it is Imric.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh my god, he's such an Imric. Look at that freaking guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Austin Butler, you get to play Imric. Yeah.
There you go.
He looks elvish.
He does.
I mean, he plays an elf.
He has those gross sausage lips, but...
All right, so there you go. So that's all set. So we've gotten through the high elves. We're about halfway through. Lizardmen, like, we can't really cast them too well. Like,
I mean...
Ron Perlman.
I can volunteer as a skink, I guess.
You could be a skink, yeah. So we're going to skip past Lizardmen.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty hard to cast him. Wolfric, Ragnar Lothbrok.
Ragnar or Charlie Hunnam.
Travis Fimmel, like, his...
He looks exactly
like his...
Ragnar.
That is.
I mean, like Wolfric.
That is Wolfric.
But
look at that. That's Wolfric pissed off in a cage.
Okay, Charlie Hunnam though. I think I have a legit claim. Not that I disagree, but
no, I know Charlie Hunnam. Yeah, Charlie Hunnam would certainly be good. Yeah. But Travis Fimmel has that, like, he is Wolfric.
Yeah, he
like manifest.
Conor McGregor too.
Yeah, so we'll do.
I mean, come on, Conor McGregor does look like Wolfric.
Kind of, but not as much as Fimmel. Like, his Ragnar Lothbrok is like, yeah, see, he even was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why do you even have me in that video?
No, please. All right, so we got Norska, Skaven. We could cast some Skaven.
What do you mean? We're not casting Throg?
Throg is Ron Perlman. So, yeah, Skaven are hard to cast.
No. Like, it's so much prosthetics and, like, special effects. You wouldn't even see a person underneath all that.
It could be cast as like a mad scientist type character. So who is someone who plays like a really good insane scientist type? You know? I'm trying to think here. So like Skrulk is hard to cast. Well, I don't think it's worth it, but Ikit Claw is one that has such like a really extravagant personality that you could like cast him as someone. I mean, for any like character too, you could always use freaking Lord of the Rings man. The guy who plays Gollum. My brain is just so out of it right now. Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
You could use Andy Serkis for like... Andy Serkis could be actually a good like Skaven. So if you're looking to like get Skaven, because he's good at playing insane like loud characters too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know.
Yeah.
That's hard though, but I think we'll skip Skaven for the most part because it's so tough. I mean, if we really thought about it, like their personalities to an actor we could, but we're going mostly off physical appearance. Mm-hmm. Tomb Kings are kind of in the same boat.
Well, are we gonna judge by their build? By their
it's
like,
hard.
Skeletal build?
So we can I mean, you could cast like, remember High Queen Khalida? She could be like the actress from The Mummy.
Yeah.
The Mummy, Brendan Fraser. Rachel Weisz.
Yeah.
They're it's hard to cast those characters. So again, I think we'll just move on past that.
Well, she also, you know what? Gal Gadot. She's going to play Cleopatra in a new movie.
Okay,
so...
yeah, Gal Gadot could be good for
yeah.
And she's the one who plays Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have her here. Yeah, she could definitely play. She could play there.
She could do.
So next we'll move to Vampire Coast. So these ones, Nicolas Cage is Luther Harkin.
Yeah.
It's decided. Like the craziness, he kind of looks like him a little bit already. Like they are like a match made in heaven, I think. So Aranessa Saltzpyte, kind of like a younger, like more fierce, type actress maybe.
Arya Stark actress?
I don't think so. I think Aranessa is taller. Yeah. She's like leaner. But if we do go to Game of Thrones, that might give us some good casting to work with.
The chick who played what was her name? It was changed from the books. Asha?
Asha Greyjoy.
Yes.
She's a Greyjoy, right? So.
Yeah.
Stay on. There's
Yara, because her name in the books was Asha.
So Gemma Whelan.
Or did I get completely turned around?
No, yeah, there is an Asha Greyjoy. Okay. Yeah, she'd be good.
Yeah, she kind of gets the Joe going, and
she plays the pirate thing pretty well. I'm trying to think of other folks we could work with too. It's hard. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
This could actually be the actress from Lord of the Rings. What's her name?
Miranda Otto.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's a little too old to play.
Well, if you were to go back, and just put her at the proper age,
I suppose so.
It's a hard one to just nail here. So, what are some female pirate characters we saw in even Pirates of the Caribbean and things like that?
Oh, but
there's not too many.
Salma Hayek. I don't think that's a good answer.
Salma,
not Selma.
Oh, it's like Salma.
Salma, yeah, it's like Salma. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. No.
No.
You need a more blonde complexion, I think, for her.
What about one of the Olsen sisters, the one who plays the Scarlet Witch?
Oh, that could actually be good. Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there are the twins, and then there's she.
There's also the woman who plays. Oh, she might be better.
Gillan?
She's probably better, actually. Yeah, I think Karen Gillan would be good though. She'd be a good Aranessa, and she kind of looks like her, obviously without the pirate appendages and stuff. Yeah, Karen Gillan I think would be a good Aranessa. So now we have Solastra and Count Noctilus are the last characters for Coast.
Well, Solastra is Rebel Wilson before diet.
Rebel Wilson?
Yeah. Before I said before the diet. Yeah,
okay.
She was in that. Whatever.
Do you think can she sing though? I mean, look, she's singing here.
She can.
She's belting it. Oh yeah, that's Solastra for sure. Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's fair play. That's you nailed that one.
And she's a great actress too. And
yeah, she is awesome. Cool. So we'll go with Rebel Wilson, Count Noctilus, a grumpy pirate lord.
Well, use the guy who played Davy Jones.
Right? Pirates of the Caribbean. Jeffrey Rush, I think is his name. Is it?
Was it Jeffrey Rush? I don't think that was Jeffrey.
Yeah, he plays the pirate lord. He plays Blackbeard, I think. I can't remember. He'd be good though. If we look. Come on.
Yeah. I was thinking more about the Davy Jones guy.
Look at this guy. He would totally be a Count Noctilus.
Yeah, he could. Check the Davy Jones guy then.
So I'm looking. Yeah.
Davy Jones, Bill Nye.
Yeah, because he has the.
Yeah, I think that's a better.
Well, Bill, I was actually saving him for Vampire Counts.
You're right.
Because he's totally a Vlad von Karstein or someone like that. Would he be a good Count Noctilus? He could be. He's got that stern face. Bill Nye, I think is how you would say his name. I'm not sure. He'd be really good as Count Noctilus, but he's not gruff enough.
Okay.
I think Jeffrey Rush would be better because he's got that kind of gravelly, mean voice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Jeffrey Rush is going to be our Count Noctilus for sure.
Okay.
I think he'd be good.
I can agree.
The tribe has unified their decision. So Vampire Counts, Heinrich Kemmler. Who were you talking about?
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
But I don't know if Christopher Lee can be cast as such a joke. He's.
Well, Heinrich Kemmler isn't that much of a joke. In the actual lore.
Oh, okay.
He's not at least in my knowledge, but he would be a perfect Heinrich Kemmler.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he plays the evil, scheming villain well,
And he has the necromancer look.
He looks like a necromancer.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd be really good.
Okay.
So Manfred? Well, let's do Vlad first. Vlad is easier. You think of Manfred. For Vlad, we have the Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Well, you just wanted to cast Davy Jones as...
No, it's a different actor. Let me show you.
I'm saying that you just wanted to cast the Davy Jones guy, the Nye guy, as Vlad.
Yeah, but in retrospect, I think this guy's better. Let me show you. You'll see it. Because Vlad is very militaristic and diplomatic, and honestly, his character is probably the same as... Yeah, Charles Dance. He's Vlad. He's Vlad Manifest. There's no way that anyone could be more Vlad than this guy. He also plays an old vampire patriarch in Underworld in the prequels.
Yeah. Are you sure that was him?
100%. Charles Dance was in Underworld. If we look through his filmography here, would have been way back when. I could probably just search it. Yeah, it was Underworld, so which one would it have been? I remember him. Underworld Blood Wars. Yeah, he plays Thomas. Then Underworld Awakening in 2012, he plays Thomas. He's like the patriarch guy.
Wasn't the Davy Jones guy also in it? Wasn't he like the ultimate vampire there?
I don't remember, but it's got to be this guy. I think we're settled with Vlad. So for Manfred, though, Manfred's a little harder.
Vin Diesel.
Just because he's bald?
Yes.
Vin Diesel would be a terrible Manfred. Vin Diesel is Durthu, by the way. We've settled that. Vin Diesel is Durthu, guys.
That's fine.
Manfred's a tricky one. I mean, there's probably a lot of great actors who could nail him, but...
Joseph Fiennes.
Joseph... How do you spell that?
Oh, Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, Ralph Fiennes. Yeah, I think that's who I casted, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
Oh, you spell it... You pronounce it Fiennes?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But you nailed that. Lady Turin claims the crown on Ralph here. Like, that's Manfred. Look at his face. Just make him gaunt and vampiric looking.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for solving that.
Even though I can't recall a single actor's name.
Oh, it's fine. So we did Manfred. We did Vlad. We've done Heinrich Kemmler. So now we have Isabella von Karstein, and we have Hellman Gorst.
All right, Isabella.
So Hellman Gorst I'll take care of real quick. What do you think?
Okay.
So Hellman Gorst is going to be Steve Buscemi. Because he's just just like the inept necromancer. Look, come on. Imagine him. He is Hellman Gorst. Look at that.
Yeah.
I originally
he was freaky looking.
I originally said that Hellman Gorst would be played by the gentleman who plays Palpatine in Star Wars, but that's like a waste of that guy's talent.
Yeah.
Like, that's just mean. Steve Buscemi is Hellman Gorst, and now for Isabella von Karstein. You know who'd actually be good with this would be freaking the Underworld lady.
Kate?
Yeah, Kate would be good for this. She literally plays like a female vampire who's like...
Well, yeah, but she doesn't have that, like Isabella's air of vanity and, like an untouched beauty that never bothered herself with anything except for...
Who can you think of? Like actresses with like black, like dark hair and like light complexions?
Oh, I know. Huh. And she also is arrogant. I mean, she comes off arrogant as hell. Anne Hathaway.
Oh, Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be good. For sure.
Yeah,
100%.
She's pale. She always plays like... I don't know. There's something so...
Here she's with Rebel Wilson here.
Yeah,
she'd be good. All right, so I think we nailed Isabella von Karstein with Anne Hathaway. We did Hellman Gorst with Steve Buscemi. Next we have... Sorry, guys, about the light changing on the camera here. I'm just opening up different tabs. Warriors of Chaos. Sigvald the Magnificent. Who do you got? No, besides me. I'm too heavy to be Sigvald right now. Yeah. Like a real
all those pretty boys went to play elves.
We used a lot of them for the elves for sure. But what's that? What's the mythos of that character who like has his it was in Penny Dreadful. Hang on. Penny Dreadful, I feel, would give us...
Oh, Dorian Gray.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, well, the guy who played Dorian Gray would actually be great in a wig. See the... Oh, yeah, the first guy.
Reeve Carney. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just get rid of the... dye his eyebrows and give him a blonde wig. That's a really good
He looks
catch.
kind of like Justin Bieber in this picture. It's just the hair, though, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the hair.
Yeah, I think that Reeve Carney would be good. Because, like, his playing, like, Dorian Gray was quite good.
Yeah, he was great.
I mean, let's see what kind of a physique he has. 6'1", he's 6 foot, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, Sigvald's kind of like a tall guy anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Reeve Carney. Let's dwell on this for another second before we finalize it. So, any other Sigvald... I mean, Orlando Bloom would actually, if he played, like, the Legolas look, he could be a good, decent Sigvald.
I don't see that. I don't see that. Just the fact that he...
Tom Cruise.
You got it.
Tom Cruise would be Tom Cruise would probably play like Queek. Just flying all crazy and like, jumping around. The Reeve is really good though. I think this guy
he has that like delicate kind of look, and he was a great Dorian Gray, very like cruel and self-centered and perverted.
Let's see.
Penny Dreadful is a great show.
Yeah, it's really good. Other Sigvald-esque characters. Usually you can think of like Tyrant Kings. I mean, honestly, Robert Pattinson wouldn't be a bad Sigvald. Okay. But this guy looks more Sigvald-esque to me. than Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's more like smooth.
Yeah, he's
weirdly, unnaturally smooth.
Yeah, he's very much like got the pretty boy thing going on. Yeah, I think we go with Reeve Carney here. Now, the other Chaos characters, like Archeon has the mask. He's kind of hard to cast. Big Bird and Kolek are just like Ron Perlman. Wood Elves are next. So
No, your grandma needs to play the Big Bird.
For sure. We could do Durthu.
That's Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
I mean,
like I am Durthu. You know,
yes.
Be perfect. All right. So let's pull up Vin Diesel here just for the ceremonial. Vin Diesel plays Durthu. He is Groot. He is also Big
also
Tree.
Groot. Just trees in general.
Vin Diesel would be like the perfect Luther like warrior priest. Like if there's a legendary, like he has that like resonance about his voice, and like he would be like a warrior priest.
Yeah.
But we're just touching on characters from Total War Warhammer mostly. If we went through Warhammer Fantasy, it'd take like 4 hours for us to get through everyone. Orion, come on.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, like,
I mean, you don't even have to pull him up.
imagine him yelling freedom as he charges through the glades of Athel Loren.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, 100% there.
You can pull up withdrawing.
Yeah,
as an ultimate
it's
proof.
perfect. So I think we've covered more or less everyone. I feel like we excluded some actors.
Yeah, we did, but you know,
It's
again,
hard.
we did not prepare.
No,
so...
it's more fun because then it encourages discussion. Because if we have a prepared list, we just go through it. But now we're like theory crafting and exploring ideas, which I think is cool.
Part of the discussion consists of uttering a lot of vowels.
You nailed some really good ones. But yeah, Mel is 100% the choice here. We're just gonna like glance through one more time. We did Skaven, we did Norska, Lizards we kind of skipped, High Elves, Dark Elves, Bretonnia, Dwarves, Empire. We did the Goblins. I mean, for Warriors of Chaos, for Archeon, like there's no way. He's just his voice is too unnatural, and like his appearance is like his personality is pretty linear, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a hard one to go. Clan Eshin. Oh my god, who are some characters you could cast as Skaven? What is the name of that guy? Oh, Pauly Shore. Hold on. All right, guys. I think it's Pauly Shore like this. Pauly Shore could play Skaven. He could for sure.
Oh, well.
You remember him from the 90s? He for sure could play a
No.
Skaven character. This guy?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Pauly Shore can play Skaven characters. He could totally play one of them, yeah. But yeah, I think we nailed like most of the characters. I'm pretty happy with our picks. I think with like if we spent hours like looking through actors, we could probably nail it a little bit more. But that's where you guys come in. So if there's any suggestions you guys have in the comment section below, let us know. Like who do you think should play these characters? Like, do you disagree with us? Do you agree? Is there anyone that's just like blaring that we're just like missing super hardcore? I'd actually be really interested to see what you guys think. But yeah, I think we did it, right? We're good. I don't think we missed any like characters that aren't like, you know, like a Gorbel or like, you know.
I think we did relatively poorly.
Yeah, well, we did our best, but that's it for now, guys. That is the podcast. Big thanks to my smoking hot, lovely wife here, Lady Turn, for joining. And if you guys have any other subjects you'd like to see,
He's losing eyesight.
You'd like to see us discuss, you know, like on podcast format. Obviously, Lady Turn has a massive expertise in like the universe of Lovecraft, and we could talk about correlations between the Chaos Gods and Lovecraft's literature, and there's all sorts of topics we could discuss. So,
pretty boring.
No. It'd be fun, so let us know if you guys would like to see that. Any suggestions in the comment section, really appreciate it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. And do you guys have any, or do you have any closing words that you'd like to share? Words of wisdom? You're good? Yeah, a little squeal. You could say something in Polish, all sorts of fun stuff. But that's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we'll be back with more videos soon. Take care.